We actually had a function that did this, so why don't we use that? But we can't return that here because it's asynchronous. Alright, well, then for now we'll do this, and I'll figure that out in a minute. Alright, so then we need to pass that to the action. Alright. Now we can start including that in our app. So up here we want to include the Web API utils class. So then we'll kick it off by doing data web API dot get all nodes, which will throw the server action. And since we didn't update anything, it should be the same as it was. Cool. Chuck 3132, this is VI, or VIM, technically. So now we're going to create our online, our store, online store, that's funny. So let's do that. Yeah, my config and dot files are down below the video. So we're gonna create stores. Ooh, if I can type tonight. So the store will be called, I guess we'll just call it data store for now. Unless you got something better. So we'll include the dispatcher. And then the event emitter. Hey, thanks for the follow, Mikey Robbie. Got to hear Epic Sax Guy. Pretty pumped about that guy. He's my faves. And then we need the merge, because we're gonna merge some prototype events from event emitter and extend it. So merge is a required React.js tool. So React tool lib merge. And then have a constant. Hey, thanks for the follow, Chuck 3132. Did you do it just for Epic Sax Guy? I would have done it for Epic Sax Guy. Alright. So we need to allow views to be notified when a change happens. So let's create the store. Data store equals merge event emitter dot prototype. So create some functions. Call this when a change happens. So this will be an event listener. So this dot on change event. Call that callback. And then thing is to get the nodes. So get function ID. I'm gonna get all, which will take no arguments and just return nodes. I think that's right. Do we have any compile issues or anything? Dispatcher's app dispatcher not found from. Interesting, because it's just dispatcher. That's in data server action creators. Right, we pluralized it. Nice, now it wrote. So let's do this. Unexpected reserved word in dispatcher. It's gonna be class, yeah, because React went all ES6 or whatever. So I think I have a different one that's better, or that doesn't do that at least. So let me do that. Whoop. We want the dispatcher and the invariant probably. So let's see if that fixes it. So basically I have an older version and they just released a bunch of new stuff today and it looks like it's not working, but I'm sure there's something I could have done. I mean, I just pulled off the head of the React or the Flux GitHub, which probably isn't something you should usually do. Just a pro tip there. Oh, so in the store we have to create a dispatch event. So data, underneath our data store dot dispatch token. So basically with the app dispatcher we have to register this. And this dispatch token is what gets returned from the app dispatcher in case we want to deregister it later. It's basically the ID, just like an auto-incrementing ID or whatever. So from the payload, we want the action, which is that object that we're passing in here. You can see it here. So we're passing in an action. We want the actual action, which says, let's see, the actual action is whatever we're passing in gets passed to action. So, all right. So we need the action, then we're gonna switch on the action dot type that we're sending. We're sending receive raw nodes or whatever. So we want to check, since this data store only cares about that event right now, we could have multiple stores and multiple events. So we want to say if we receive an event that has this as the type, then we want to do something. Otherwise, we're just going to ignore it because it's not an event that we care about. So we'll set the underscore nodes to the action raw nodes, which is what we're passing. We're going to have to break. We also want to admit a change because a change has happened. Or at least we assume a change may have happened. We don't check the data if it's changed or not. And then the default will be to do nothing. And that's it. So then in the app React, we need to use the store to get the initial state of the app. So in this, we want to get initial state. And we want to set the state of the component. Oh, sorry, my wrists are a little sore. So we want to include the store in here. Where are we? We're in components. So data store equals require /stores data store. Sweet. And then the state is going to be oh, right. So we just need to return the initial state from here. There's going to be data store .get all or something. B11. Yep, get all. Alright. So this will return that. There's also another method in, or another function that's overrideable in React classes, which is component did mount. And this is called when the component basically is rendered, is available to have like event listeners and things like that. So on that, we want to add that event listener that we stated before for the data store, the add change listener one. So for data store add change listener, this dot underscore on change. So basically, whenever a change happens, it'll call back into that on change event, and we could do whatever we want with it at that point. So then we have to create that on change event. So when on change is called, we want to reset the state to the data store, whatever's in the data store at that point. So we'll do data store.get all. We could do this up here, except that state, I don't think you can do set state in the initial state. It just wants it to return at that point.